Also, Holeran hasn't been as brutal as he used to be for a long time. He has his loyal right-hand man, Leotor, known as Hawkblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Holeran trusts him completely, and he always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging a victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Leotor left Kenabres in pursuit of some particularly vicious hag 2 weeks before the attack. The question here that everybody should be asking, and I wish that somebody had asked it, isn't more like it's unfortunate, but did somebody lure him away, right? Because you got to think that this demon attack was planned. This wasn't random. So it does stand to reason that somebody lured Hawkblade away in order to allow this to happen, because if Hawkblade was here, we know that this situation wouldn't have devolved quite the way that it has. So it's a really, I wish somebody had called us out. If he were here, we wouldn't have let Holeran attack. He wouldn't have let Holeran attack Ramian. On the other hand, if he were here, we wouldn't have escaped after trying to get to the Wardstone. We'd all be in a cell right now. So whose voice are you hearing in your dreams? Nobody knows what it is, but everyone who has heard it, heard her, I should say, is convinced that she's a good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We had a choice. We could trust her, except that we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the Abyss, or we could drown in suspicions and get one step closer to becoming just like Holeran. We decided to trust the voice, and seeing Kenabres devastated, which is what our unknown ally tried to prevent until the very end, I can see now who had truth on their side. Where are your fellow worshippers, and how many of them are there? Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up to confuse the Inquisitors who were chasing us. Do you need help? Desna teaches us to trust in last-ditch chances. Listen, my friend. My friends are called Aranka and Thal. Thal the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blended into a crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It'll only bring the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You'd better find Aranka first. She might know where Wallflower is. Please find them. Protect them against the demons and the Inquisitors. I will await news in the Goddess's Temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us a new message that will reveal what is to come from the demons. Okay, so that is that. So now we have that quest. I don't think Ramian has anything else. So basically now we can go save the two Desmonds and get that cutscene, because we are still 100% going as a Tom, because as you know, or maybe you don't, if you're new to this Let's Play, welcome. But Abby is the crazy dragon lady, which means we need all the dragons in this game. And Kian, are you hissing? My dragon hisses. I'm here for it. So we need all the dragons, and that includes, of course, everybody's favorite chaotic dragon, Ivu. I mean, honestly, Ivu is like the... Literally, once you have Ivu in your party, you will never be able to not. So that is what we are going for, is this crazy dragon lady vibe. So we have Kian, of course, and then currently we got Mushu, but there's another dragon that we can get as a pet. So he will then be shoved off to somebody else. I don't know, maybe he'll go to Ulbrig as a pet, because that would be adorable. But yeah, let's, I guess, I'm trying to think of what we should do next. We could go get Daeran, which would be good. After we pick up Daeran, actually, because Aranka is there, so maybe we'll go do that. Then after should we go deal with Holeran right now? If we deal with Holeran right now, there's a good chance we'll keep him alive. I almost forget how we did that the last time, but I'm kind of curious. So maybe we go see Holeran. Ugh, that kind of hurts. Oh no. To say? What is this? Have I seen this before? What is that? It's glowing. Okay. Abby, do you want to walk towards it? Oh, was that like Desna welcoming you into the temple, basically? That's what we're gonna go with. Okay. That seems less creepy than all the other slightly creepy options. I'm not gonna lie. Where is Holeran?
They will break against our resolve.
Oh, and then we've got to find our favorite group of people. Yes, that is also gotta happen. the next door theater troupe, which I think the last time I tried to find them, it literally took me a very long time. I had to ask my Discord for help. I then had to look up a walkthrough, and eventually I found them.
No problem.
What did that say? Ulbrich, lore nature. Dialogue. Gnawed on by ghouls. Ooh, that's gross. Oh, and then do we have the Jana Eldori? That's what I wanted to see. No. No. Yes. Okay, good. We do have that. That was the one thing before we ran into Ramian that I was actually trying to say. I was trying to figure out if I had that. I want to say the next door theater is up here. I forget how to get up there. I don't think you can go anywhere over here. Or can you get up here this way? I don't know. What is over here?
I will fight.
Yes, you will, girl. Cultist evoker. I feel like some of these are new baddies. Oh no, careful, Ember! Oh, Ember should be spellcasting. I don't have a basic spell for her for that, do I? No. I guess the other option is turning Ember into a healer and not bringing Daeran this run. Can Ember... Like, I wonder if you could make Ember do both. Be a good damage dealer and a healer. I mean, I imagine you could. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Maybe we'll do that instead. And then that way we could bring Nenio with us. I can't imagine a playthrough without Daeran. Wait! Adopt! Kitten! Oh no. Yo, we almost left that cat behind. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Who wants a kitten, Nenio? It's just a terrible idea. Nenio, you are getting a cat. Yes, you are. Yes. Where did the cat go? I forget now. Oh, I forgot. Cat. There you are. There you go. Enjoy.
You are my favorite aide.
Am I? Guys, we're Nenio's favorite aide. That's gotta mean something, right? Okay, how do I need to get, like... I feel like there was no way to get back there, but there has to be. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I bet I have to cross this bridge and then go up and around. So... if that's the case, we gotta pass by Holeran anyways, don't we? Isn't he like right here? Ish. Yep, ish. Alright, listen. We did a good job of saving Holeran the last time. I was impressed by the dedication we had to that cause. We did it well. I don't know if I can do it again. So listen, we're not gonna try for any one outcome. We're just gonna play to Abby's character and see what happens. And if Holeran bites the big one, then Holeran bites the big one. And literally everybody watching will cheer. Well, what brings you to me? I talked to Ramian. He's not your enemy. He only wants what's good for Kenabres. Did Ramian really warn you about the attack? Those crazed Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies. That came to them in dreams. I won't... Oh, wait. I think, yeah, we already read this one. Interesting. But he didn't interject before, did he? Heed my words, priest. I do not know this deity you serve, but hurting the followers of Mother Moon will not do. If they say the goddess sent them a prophetic dream, you're supposed to listen, not drive them away. I mean, he kind of brings up a good point. Who is this? Oh, let's see. Let's see this. This is literally the greatest thing ever. Holeran regards Ulbrich like a peculiar museum specimen. How dare you, museum specimen? So the adherents of the barbaric god of old Sarkora still remain? I do not know under what rock you slept these last 100 years that you remain ignorant of Iomede's radiant name, but you should hold your tongue. Oh, I hope Ulbrich offers to cut it out. Did your pagan gods with their lunatic dreamers save the land from demonic invasion? No, they most certainly did not. We are sorting out the consequences of your ancestors' failure, so keep out of the way. He has a point. In a war, well-intentioned idiots can be more dangerous than enemy arrows. Wait. Is he saying that Ulbrich has a point or that Holeran has a point? An enemy... We are sorting through the consequences of your ancestors' failure. I don't know, Lan. But how can you tell who's an idiot and who's clever? Sometimes the cleverest people make the biggest mistakes. My daughter is so good. 100% team member on this one. How can you tell who's an idiot and who's clever? The cleverest people make the biggest mistakes sometimes because they think they're so clever. Smart people can do stupid things, it's true, but there are some people who make a habit out of doing stupid things and they're proud of it too. It's true, yes. There is that too, 100%. All right, so I'm Lan confuses me sometimes. He really does. Because, like, sometimes I, like, 100% agree with him, and other times you just want to, like, sit down and talk with him, you know? I talked to Rayman. He's not your enemy. He gives you a black look. I would consider those words an admission of treason from anyone else, but I do not wish to draw my weapon against she who has been given heaven's gift, and I won't, as long as you do not do anything worse than conniving with rabble-rouser Rayman. I won't ask you to kill the rabble-rouser. I won't ask you again to kill the rabble-rouser. He really used rabble-rouser, but as soon as we liberate the city from demons, my faithful will hunt him down. You know that there's nothing dangerous, right? You don't actually need to guard it. I won't hear another word. Demons are hiding underground, and they're just waiting for the perfect moment to crawl up to the surface. Wait, you're trying to lure me away, aren't you? Perhaps you're a cultist too? Want to help your friends underground? Well, you won't fool me. I won't take a single step. Okay. Oh. Wait. Have I tried this before? Is this what we did let me see. Your forces are needed elsewhere. Erebeth Terbade, warden of the city, is gathering troops in Defender's Tavern to strike against the demons. Who now? Terbade, that upstart warden of the city? And I suppose I've already been written off for dead? This isn't sedition. This is outright insurrection. I am loath to abandon my watch, but I can't turn a blind eye to such blatant usurpation of power. We have no hope of defeating the enemy if there is a disorder in our own ranks. I'm going over there right now. Did we accidentally save Prelate Holeran again? I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about that. All right, let's go back over this dialogue again. Heed my words. I do not know this deity you serve, but hurting the followers of Mother Moon will not do. If they say the goddess sent them a prophetic dream, you're supposed to listen, not drive them away. And all Ulbrich is saying is to listen, right? As far as I'm interpreting this, he's not saying you have to, like, do everything they say, but you should listen to them and maybe not drive them away kind of thing. So Holeran... Adherents of the barbaric god of old Sarkors remain. I do not know under what rock you slept these last 100 years. You remain ignorant of Iomede's radiant name, but you should hold your tongue. Did your pagan gods and their... So he has a point. In war, well-intentioned idiots can be more dangerous than enemy arrows. So he's saying that Holeran, after a fashion, is right because well-intentioned idiots can be more dangerous than enemy arrows. These well-intentioned idiots, though, to quote Lan, weren't doing anything wrong. Like, they were trying to help. And not to mention, these enemy arrows were way more dangerous this time. Way more dangerous. How can you tell who's an idiot and who's clever? Right. And then we have that. And smart people can do stupid things. It's true. But there are some people who make a habit out of doing stupid things. And they're proud. Yeah, there's 100%. And Holeran's proud of the stupid stuff he's done. All right. I like how that went down. Now we need to go. I need to find an exit. But do we find an exit, or I'm trying to think. Do we go see what's on the other side of the bridge and then, like, is Daeran will keep. I hope. Like, I hope he doesn't. Wait, we are on the other side, aren't we? I think we gotta go. Oh, I think we gotta go over here. Are we moving? Wait, no. Can you guys come this way? Where were you going? This way. I think there might be a Hujikima thingy here. Yeah, Lan. Get us across.
I learned this from my grandpa.
Wait, Ulbrich did it. Oh, interesting. You could theoretically replace Ulbrich with Lan. And then bring Daeran back. Is that a terrible idea? Possibly. That's possibly an awful idea.
This from my eyes.
Let's do... I just want to see what Griffin aspect of. Like, I want to see him fight as a Griffin.
I did not predict so much splatter.
Did you not? Because then we have Nenio, right? So Nenio could swap out for Lan. I mean, we could do it. What, is this it? Oh no, is this it? Yes, we did it! We found them on the first try. Oh, this is so good. If you missed this in the last episode, I encourage you to buckle in. This is literally the greatest story told in this game. Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, oh dearest darling beauty mine, why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called a friend a time, but love 'tis like an ocean friendship, a well. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep masculine voice in response from beneath the same pile. Indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you? What do you think is down? Oh gosh, Ulbrich! What do you think is down there? Ulbrich regards the rubble with suspicion. Humans don't use such words. What if it's Oglin's trying to trick us? We best keep our distance. Hey, who's down there? The pile of junk seems to shake. A stage whisper drifts from below. Granny, let's not answer. Methinks those be demons calling down and trying to trick us. Literally, Ulbrich and them are thinking the exact same thing. In that case, there's nothing for us to do but accept our fate. Madame, demon or not, we're actors from the finest theater in Kenabres, the next door theater. We were trapped in this cellar during our rehearsal. Wait, what? We're trapped in here? I thought we were barricaded ourselves in here away from the demons deliberately. If you did not nap through the start of every rehearsal, Master Kem, you would be better informed. The ensuing exchange degenerates into a stream of unintelligible bickering. All right, move it. Hopefully one of us got the athletics for this. The pile shifts easily, revealing an entrance of to some kind of cellar. There's an interesting looking chest among the items. Look, the door is open, and now we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there, if it really is a demon. We have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand me my ladle and that rolling pin. Yes, meet my griffin. Okay, do we... Oh, we just interact. Right. For a second there, I thought it was just going to go into the next. Ulbrich, let's... Yeah, probably for the best. I want to talk to Grandma. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlin, a theater director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props from the Malevolent Lich performance, the one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I paid to that daft idea, says the dwarf with dignity. Oh, I've seen your shows. You're very funny, especially your play where the woman slowly climbs onto the chair while singing and then falls off again. Ember claps her hands in delight. Well, it's actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising above the raging sea like a finger of a giant. And the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below, just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it. So what were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our art distracts us from our fear and panic. The dwarf waves her ladle, emphatically doing a fair impression of a conductor. Can you get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry, on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where Lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with Lambkin around. Lambkin? Lambkin, says the dwarf readily. Our male lead, he'll protect us. Don't worry, we know what we're doing. This is when everybody starts to panic. Thank you again for rescuing us, stranger. Today you did a great service for Mendevian culture and perhaps the culture of all Galorian. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. Literally, y'all, this questline is the greatest questline you will ever see in any game. Grandma Gretlin and the Next Door Theater is everything you didn't know that you wanted in a game provided to you in this, which is also a fantastic game in and itself. If there was just a story of if there was just a whole set of somethings with just the Next Door Theater, I would, like a DLC dedicated to just them, I'd be so happy. something anything. They're just spectacular. Okay, this way. Dun, da, 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 da.
They will break
Let's
against
Mickey
our
the murder with
resolve.
these. And then forget where we are. We actually might be near Donna Eldori. Or not. Oh no, it's a shadow. We're all kind of like, wait, Ulbrich, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, Ulbrich got a little stuck. Sorry. I forget what's down here. Oh, this is this. And why are you making Zamzams? It's unnecessary. So this is a cultist necromancer. Baphomet cultist. I like it how the fight in this city is multiple fronts. Discari, Baphomet, your own people. Oh no! Ulbrich! Don't leave! He's still frightened. He'll be back, don't worry. Hey Abs. You don't really have anything yet, do you? Ember, do you have fire yet? How is the... No, I didn't want that. How is the fire going, sweetie? Nothing really yet. How about you heal, Seela? I forgot. Wait, Nenio has Snowball too? Okay. Sorry. Anybody pass it? Disfigured corpses are laid... Hold on. In a ritual in or in a neat pattern in preparation for an unknown ritual. Oh, good. An unknown ritual. Because what we love more than anything is somebody that can resurrect zombies and then does it in a pattern for an unknown ritual. Because that's not terrifying or anything like that. What a splendid occasion, Count. And this Numerian elixir is quite something. Mushu, what are you doing? Oh, look, such darling little creatures. I smell beauty. They're demons, help. Wonderful. Now brace yourselves for the smell of your own blood, you ghastly eyesore. All right. Off everybody goes. Making the murder. Why did we all get afraid? Okay. And we're all, I think, everybody doing well? Okay. Abby, what is this? Oh, Inspire Courage. Good. Great. We're everybody good? Everybody done? Let's talk to Daeran now.
Greetings,
Hi.
valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daeran Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Aronde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Wow. Bona fide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire?
Squamous
The
squire.
curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish.
See?
I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place.
He sounds so excited about that too.
Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
How did they? Daeran, it is so good to see you. 2.0. Because honestly, it's been far too long since I heard one of your quips. Kenabres lies in ruins. Discari killed Trundle. The Wardstone has been captured, and you're asking me why Demon's Gate crashed your party. Oh, actually, no. I don't want to alarm you, but the city was attacked by demons led by Discari.
I wanted to ask if you were joking.
I'm not.
But your face tells me you are not.
Nods. In fact, I am not joking. At all, Daeran. At all.
It seems as though Discari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine. if you will pardon the pun.
What should I know about you, Count, apart from the fact that you're very, very, very rich, handsome, and highborn?
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner.
I love him.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Such a sad story.
I had not even the slightest intention of upsetting such a lovely child.
He can't. From the beginning, Daeran cannot, I do repeat, cannot upset Ember. And I love everything about that.
I'm not lovely. Some people have even called me a scarecrow before.
That's patently absurd. Why, you can't possibly be a scarecrow with a crow following you around.
He brings up a good point.
I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Daeran? I know you so well, even though you don't know Abby at all, that I'm not sure if that's actually a real statement. You don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the wardstones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
It's actually, this is the first time I'm actually analyzing, I think, this particular part and actually understanding what he's saying for some reason. But that's actually heckin' interesting, where he's like, it's been predicted, right? He's like, I don't know how people didn't see this happening. And it's interesting, he rubs his brow looking fatigued. Given who he is, given who his cousin is, you almost wonder if he's warned her about this in the past, or he tried to warn somebody in order to warn her. And it didn't go anywhere, right? Because we had a dragon, we had wardstones, and all this other stuff. And it's like, as if the demons didn't overcome every other defense and Dresden didn't happen, right? So it's just a really interesting call out here. And I think the fact that he looked fatigued at the end is very, very interesting. You can go to Defender's Heart.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes?
Yeah, of course they will. You know it.
As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Thoughts, everybody?
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
That's a point into taking him with us, because we like that.
I guess thumping him one next time he comes out with more aristocratic witterings is not allowed?
Maybe.
All the more reason to take him with us. If we don't kill him, the demons surely will.
He has all these friends at his party, and he still looks so lonely. We can take him with us. Maybe it will make him feel better?
Maybe.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest.
Nenio, I was expecting something more witty.
By the way,
Yeah?
did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
So are you saying that if we take Daeran with us, he might sponsor you?
Silk shirt full of hot air. Even in times of peace, I wouldn't turn my back on the likes of him. And as for wartime, no. We don't need his kind in our party.
That's interesting. Oh, Ulbrich, hi. Hi, Ulbrich. A silk shirt full of hot air. Even in times of peace, I wouldn't turn my back on the likes of him. That's interesting. I mean, you wouldn't though, right? From what we know about Daeran, I love Daeran. And if you've watched previous episodes, if you watched me on stream play this, you know I've got a hardcore love of Daeran. I think his character arc is fantastic. I think everything that he's gone through and the way that his life has gone, and then to meet you and potentially fall in love with you and stuff like that, and to see all of that move together is such a well-written story. But Ulbrich's not wrong. Daeran's actually incredibly dangerous, even without the extra stuff that we know is coming about him. He is definitely, oddly enough, one of the most dangerous people on your team. If you see the different builds and stuff like that for Daeran, he's basically got some like healing and nuke builds that are absolutely insane. So no, I actually agree with Ulbrich's assessment here. Maybe not for necessarily the same reasons, but I would never turn my back on somebody like Daeran. You want him in your party though, because I guess for me, somebody that dangerous, if you can become friends with them and not necessarily keep an eye on them, but have them with you, I think that that's better than leaving them to their own devices. But yeah, I think it's really interesting that Ulbrich kind of picked up on it for different reasons, but silk shirt full of hot air, that definitely describes him.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Maybe. Okay. So now here comes the I don't know. I don't know what to do. I honestly, really and truly don't know what to do. Because you can't really get rid of having a frontliner like Sela, and Regil is going to replace Sela down the road. I think for now, we're going to do that. I know. Don't look at me like that. It's just, I don't know. I think that this is personally the right call to make. And I'm going to look up Nenio builds and see if there's something that I can use that would replace Lan. But honestly, from what I understand, just raw output, like damage output goes, Daeran is still top tier as far as that. And Lan is top tier as far as like raw damage numbers go and just killing things. And in the later game, you need that. So I'm gonna stick with him for a bit. Unless, of course, like Ulbrich starts outdoing him, in which case you could definitely drop Lan in that case and then bring Nenio. But we'll see. This is Aranka and we need to talk to her.